and it's definitely not where I imagined I'd be right now. By the time I get home, I'm either too wired from caffeine to sleep, or I pass out immediately and don't wake up until the afternoon. One night, I was heading home around 2 in the morning. It felt good to finally be out of the company truck and back in my own car. As I got closer to my neighborhood, I realized I'd overdone it with energy drinks. Sleep wasn't happening anytime soon. I also hadn't eaten since earlier that evening. There's a McDonald's right off the highway, about 10 minutes from my house. It's open all night and usually empty this late, especially during the week. I don't eat fast food often, but fries at 2 in the morning are hard to beat. When I pulled into the drive-thru, I noticed there were several cars ahead of me. That alone felt strange. Then I saw something else. In the far corner of the parking lot, an old Volkswagen was backed into a space. The paint was faded, and the windows were so dark you couldn't see inside at all. What bothered me was that the lobby was closed, drive-through only. Employees parked on the opposite side of the building, so there was no real reason for anyone to be sitting there. I told myself maybe someone was just eating in their car. I'd done that plenty of times before. Still, the car stuck in my mind. I grabbed my food and pulled out of the lot. I didn't feel like going straight home, but I didn't want to sit in my driveway either. There's a nature preserve just down the road from my place, built along the side of a mountain. At the top, there's an overlook that gives you a clear view of the city lights. When the preserve is closed, cars can't go past the gate, but there's a walking path that leads all the way up. Back in high school, my friends and I used to hang out there late at night. I hadn't been back in years. When I pulled into the gravel parking area near the entrance, it was completely empty. At least, it was, until headlights appeared behind me. My stomach dropped when I recognized the shape of the car. It was the same Volkswagen from the McDonald's. I parked a short distance away and shut off my engine. The feeling I had wasn't full panic, just a quiet, creeping unease. What were the chances we'd end up in the same place? I cracked my window and listened. No music, no voices, nothing. After a minute, I started to calm down. I figured they were probably doing the same thing I was, killing time, getting some air. Still, something felt off. I didn't want to leave, but I didn't want to be alone either. I pulled out my phone and FaceTimed my friend Sebastian, who lived nearby. I figured if he didn't answer, I'd just